So this
Yeah.
is
Okay.
your first interview in English.
Yeah, it's the first interview in English, but I'm not worrying at all because we're going to talk about things which I really love. It's a
Cool.
college. I admire this and this experience.
Welcome back to Voices from the Front, the podcast where we bring you real stories from the ground in Ukraine, from survivors, defenders, and the people shaping the country's future. Today, we're especially joined by someone truly exceptional. She is the first Ukrainian to graduate from the Royal Naval College of the United Kingdom, a milestone not just for her personally, I'm guessing, but for Ukraine's Navy, for our future at sea, and for every young woman who's been told that military service isn't for them. At a time when Ukraine is redefining what strength and resilience and innovation look like, her achievements stand out as proof that nothing is out of reach when determination meets opportunity. This conversation is part of a much bigger picture. I'm a freelance journalist now. I'm not paid for any of the work, and in spring, I'll be going with Ukrainian survivors to the United States. Our aim is simple. It's to build a platform where the world can hear authentic ground level experiences of Ukraine, including stories of courage like the one we're going to hear today. So with that, it's an honor to welcome you, Oksana Pechenyuk. I went through about 6 times my wife your surname just to make sure I
It's all right.
said it
It's really
right.
cool.
Oh, good. So, I guess we'll start with what inspired you to choose a life at sea and pursue a career in the Navy?
Actually, it started from my family because my father and two my older brothers, they are officers, and my mom is a soldier.
Okay.
But no, my mom is always higher rank than my father is. So, father is army officer, and my brothers are naval officers. And
Okay, so it's a
was
family tradition, yeah?
yes, of course, but my father was first. It's
Okay.
without grandmas, only my father started, and I would like to continue it with my next generation. So, and they never pushed me in, they never rushed me, they didn't give me advice. They just said, Oksana, it's your life, and you have to make a decision to be civilian or to be military. It's absolutely up to you. And that year, when I finished the school, and when I finished high school, I had to make a decision, but it was 2022, and I couldn't do another choice. So I made decision to stay away. Uh, no, sorry. I made decision do not stay away from the war,
Mm.
and I wanted to fight for my future, for future of my next children, and to fight for free and independent Ukraine. And I was only 16, and I was really ambitious person, and I never regret that decision. And if I was 15 years old or 20 years old, I would like to do the same decision as that time. So, and also there is another aspect of my inspiration. It came to me when I was in the first year of education in the Ukrainian Naval Institute, and I saw two sides of service in a naval in like a naval officer in navy, and the
Yeah.
first side was um, like a side view of officer. It's a posh uniform, it's a old traditions, and it's a manners and a great world history, especially naval history. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the another side was it's a hard job. It's totally understanding the work conditions at the sea, and there is only you, nature, and weather. You can change it, and there's a piece of metal. It's a ship, and your decision as a commander on which the list of people and the future of the front depend. So you have to be prepared. You have to be trained very well. You have to have a lot of knowledges to know your ship, to be ready to fight through the weather, and to make decisions for surviving your people on the ship and on a coastline which protect you there. So the understanding of this posh side and these work conditions on a ship is a good like combined.
Merge, a mix.
Yeah, it's a good mix of two these sides, which I understood at the first year of training. And I will never change my mind, and it's still inspiring me. And I want to continue as a sea officer, as a naval officer as a sea. So that's
Well,
my.
having spent time in the Marines myself, the Ukrainian military has reshaped a lot of, military thinking, especially naval thinking. Russia had dominance of the Black Sea, and now technically they don't have that anymore. Beaten by Ukrainian Navy, not conventional Navy, but a Navy nonetheless. I
Our
mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, and that's my dream, by the way, to push Russia away from all miles of Black Sea to get
Mm.
away and never come back here, even if there is a piece rush of territory. So never get out from their coastlines in the Black Sea. Get out.
So how long is your cadet training in Ukrainian after you've been through, the Naval Academy in the UK? How long do you have to continue your training for?
So I would like to start at the start. Like I joined Ukrainian Naval Institute. I've been trained for a year, and after that, I joined Great Britain, and I've been trained there for a year and a half. So in overall, it was 2.5 years. And after finishing the college in UK, I came back to Ukraine, and I'm continuing training here. So now it's 1 year ago I finished the college. So and I have half year left to graduation in Ukraine. In overall, it's a 4 year of training. 4 year of
4
training.
years.
Yeah, 4 years training, including 1.5 year in Great Britain.
And what's your do you want to go on a captain a ship, or is that something you would love to do in the future?
Um, you
Do you
know,
do you go sailing outside of
of course,
oh
yeah.
cool, you're cool.
I the Navy to be on a ship, not on a coastline, not on a base.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
That's all to come.
my branch is a weapon officer, yes, and I also study navigation to be VO, and after then XO and CO,
Yeah, yeah.
nations. So to terminology. So yeah, I'm going to be CO in the future if I will have enough patience, of course. I
Yeah, that's amazing. I got so many questions to ask you. It's because one thing this interview does is just show everybody in UK how close the war is and what we're doing. And people like you, obviously me, to a certain degree, it's on our doorstep. So it's really interesting. I have so many questions to ask you. How did it feel becoming the first Ukrainian graduate to really graduate from the Royal Naval College of the UK? Not just I know it shouldn't matter, but it does interest people that you're a lady, and I know you probably get that a lot, but it's not in Ukraine. It's not a major thing. It's. I always explain it to people that women, there were women that work on air defense and are gunners. There are women snipers. There are women medics. I mean, we'll touch on a bit later, but how was it? Did you come across much stereotypes? Did you enjoy it? How was it when you graduated from the Naval College?
it's I need to a bit correct. I am first Ukrainian girl, a woman graduated from this college.
Ah,
The
okay,
There were a couple of guys who were graduated before me, but I'm
okay.
a woman, and I
Oh,
was
you're the
first.
first woman. Okay.
Yeah, and I was the first underage person.
Ah,
Underage.
okay.
I
So how
joined.
old were you when you did, if you don't mind me asking, how old were you when you graduated from there?
I was 17 years old before
Okay.
and I was I
Wow.
needed a couple of days to become a full age,
Yeah.
and it was almost a full age, like I almost 18 years old. But the college didn't want to take me in because they said she's underage, and on the paper she's 17 years old. But my DO, divisional officer, made decision to take me in college and said, I will look after for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So and it was like
That's
exclusive.
good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. So it's a bit strange when you are first girl there because people thought that in Ukraine we don't have a female in Navy, and I had
Ah,
to explain them that no, we have females everywhere, not only snipers or maybe
yeah. Yeah.
like absolutely everywhere, like CO, commanding officer, and in an army corpus, and tankists, and artilleryist,
Yeah.
and engineer. It's like absolutely like gender line for everyone, and so and I was surrounded by attention during the training. Everyone wanted to see my perform, like
Yeah.
how she, in which way she is going to do it, because she's a girl and she's Ukrainian. We didn't know her, but I surprised them. I had a good score of training, and in the sport, I had big muscles 1 year ago. Now, because I have a lot of academical training with a laptop, with a trainer,
Yeah.
like, and I just have to sit here. But I don't have problems with my face, but I use my muscles. But in UK, I was really good perform, and everyone was surprised that Ukraine woman can do it. On my course, I also had another international girl, but she couldn't finish the college twice, and she was like get off from the college, and
Mm.
only, and I stayed alone, girl, and I was only girl in my division. Any British girls, only me. But I had some friends, girlfriends, like female friends from other divisions, and yeah, people usually told me a lot of good things that like, oh, you are Ukrainian, first female here. We are so happy to see you here. We couldn't believe that you can to perform so well, but it's only depends on my temperament, not because of
Mm.
gender, not because of my nationality. Yeah. So
Mm. That's good. Did you? I mean, certainly when I was in the Ukraine Marines, I felt a lot of pressure that I had to try harder because I was British. So it was like, first of all, I got, what are you doing here? Why would you come here? And then once we'd got through that, then I would have to feel I had to try harder because I knew. Did you feel any pressure that you had because of you were a woman and in a, essentially the first Ukrainian woman, you had to try harder and do better? Did that put a lot of good pressure on you?
absolutely, it happened to me as well. I had to work more just to show them, to show people that I'm the same brave and strong and powerful as my country fight against Russia, and I have to show them authority, like a good leadership,
Yeah.
that going to the war after graduation. So I had pressure, but I was absolutely able to go through it, and I don't pay attention to this a lot of. Yes, and we had a good authority like Ukrainians in the college, because previously boys, they also been very successful there, and next boys after me, like it's not a lot of people, it's only one or two persons per year, but it's still not long, and I was first embraced cadet after the war started, And there was a period when college didn't want to embrace the Ukrainians because they tried to make a pause of this and the position of Ukraine and Great Britain in this war. So yeah, and I was first, and everyone was so interested to me, and as well as the pressure. And I remember almost each fifth session was just remember this girl can do it because she is going on a war, and you boys have to like over jump her results. And because this, I had to work even more, and I was so upset. Like, why? Why you asked to do it more than I want to do? Just, to do not give boys to over jump me.
Yeah. One of the hardest things I had to do was pass your Marines parachute training. I had to learn how to, first of all, I had to learn all these new words in Ukrainian, which
No.
was horrendous. And then I was taught how to pack parachutes, and this is a corsal, this is something else, this little string. If you have this little string, you don't put it in the right place, you will die, and suddenly you're just thinking, oh, I've got to learn all these new words and all this training, and what was your toughest moment? For me, that was extremely tough. Not so much the physical side, but definitely the classroom work, learning new words, working with a foreign, because not many Ukrainians spoke English, but you were still learning your English. This is your first English interview.
Absolutely. When I was in the college, I had better level English, but due to this year I was in Ukraine, I didn't have a lot of opportunity to speak in English. Yes, only chatting sometimes with my friends from the college, and I lost my English level a bit, maybe one or two levels lower. So, and I had pretty good English for finishing the college, but I lost my skills. So I know I was worrying about this interview. I hope after graduation from Ukraine, I will have the opportunity to go in some foreign country and work there as well, and to get my English back and to high my level as well. So,
Oh, your
and
English is exceptionally good.
but and it's hard. It was hard at start because I studied English in Ukraine, but not for talking so much, for training, for especially for military training. It was school English. And military different, and I had a lot of problems with that when I was on a training, and I misunderstood some tasks, misunderstood some questions, and I would just stand it and look at that officer like
Stop.
yeah, like what talking to me.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife, when I talk to my friends at home, my wife says, you need to slow down. Remember when you talk to Oksana, keep it slow, she says, keep it slow. Okay. Um, what keeps you motivated and hopeful during such a difficult time and uncertain time for Ukraine?
The first thing for me is belief in the future and justice, and my life is built on justice, and I always try to say people that we have to fight for this. We have to say everyone what is justice, and the same as I already said for previous questions. And it's a future, my happy future of my family, and my future children and my next generations. And I want that people here live in freedom and with the recognition of them, and as a powerful country, as another nationality with ancient history as well. And I also fight for my family, for my parents, because I try to help them to protect those things which they built, our house, our constitution of family, and our traditions, and to save it and to give it in the future my family.
That's amazing. Very nice speech, actually. It's very, very good. Yeah, the values are the core fundamental family values, conservative values. You know, fighting. That's what you're fighting for, your country, your friends, and the people around you. You know, and that's dedication. That's very very good to hear. Um, okay, so we're going to talk a bit about Britain. While you were living in Britain, did you feel supported? What were the things you liked in Britain? What did you, I suppose you got out a bit, but being 17, you couldn't really drink, I suppose. But so you probably didn't experience many pubs, but you know, what do you remember about Britain you liked quite a bit?
You know, you first of all, you asked me if I felt supported. Yes, I did. I had so many friends from my division. They were my division mates, and their families also supported me. And when we had weekend, some family embraced me, and I spent time somewhere on a British coastlines. And the biggest
Yeah,
weekend, summer weekend, was on Norfolk. And I can say
yeah, yeah,
the biggest things which I loved in Great Britain, and I would like to try it again. It was nature of the coastline to enjoy,
yeah.
walk around the North Sea. It's an English channel, and really things which I missed. It's your desserts. It's any cake with the custard, and
Oh yeah, yeah, custards. I didn't expect that, to be honest.
we never had cake.
I don't particularly like custard, but yeah, everyone's.
Oh, we had it a lot of times in our galley. Galley is a place for food, maybe you know.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah.
and I really miss it, and I would like to cook it again at home.
Oh, I'll have to bring you some back, actually. When I was
Yeah.
trying to explain to my wife what custard was, I said it's like, well, it's like yellow, sweet yellow soup.
Yeah,
And she just
soup.
went, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's weird because this war, I think this war has brought people closer. When I first came, my captain, my company commander, Rudenko, was he's quite high up in in the the navy now. But he believed in us, took us in. We obviously worked with each other for 3 years. His wife was also a medic with the first battalion from Mykolaiv too. She was captured with me in Mariupol, and when we were exchanged, she brought her family from Ukraine to England, and weirdly, they're like 40 miles from my mum's house near Norfolk now. So we are extremely close to see, my company commander's family in Norfolk, which is I'm so proud of what we've done as a country to support you. So it's so close now with the amount of Ukrainians that came over on the scheme, and like I said, my commander's family and the kids came over now to school in East Anglia and near Norfolk, where you mentioned. So it's really good to see, and that we could leave an impression on you when you come back to Ukraine. That you custard is your impression, the thing you miss the most.
Yeah. And we had opportunities to visit different pubs. I don't,
Oh,
dr- yeah, I don't drink a lot of. It's like it's not characterized me, but I visit a lot of places with my friends, and I would like to say I like how you don't have a lot of clubs, but you have pubs, and it's
yeah.
so comfortable. It's so popular, and it's cozy, messy, but so chilly here there. And I would like to have some pubs like this in Ukraine and to visit it just for meeting with my friends.
You
And
do you sort of have them in the cities here, but you don't. It's there's not a pub culture, if you know what I mean. It's not. You can't go into the
like
villages and
Britain.
see it. So yeah, I can understand everybody. My wife likes the pub culture too. You know, she loves going to see old English taverns, old English pubs, and yeah, there's plenty of it. It's definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
Something I miss.
And I would like to add to this question the mentality of British people because you are so similar to Ukrainians, you know, and we still are so different at the same point. And
Mm.
when I, like Great Britain, it was the first country which I visited. So, and in a month, I caught myself in a thought that British people are so similar to Ukrainians, and I even didn't stop me. I didn't stop myself at the thought that we are so different. They don't understand me. I don't understand them. I never had those thoughts because we are so similar for me. And you have like conservative mentality, and I would like to say that I really like it because you have a lot of traditions and you still know your ancestors, you know your history, your
History.
story. Yes, a lot of heritage in land of your country, and you still remember that and you respect that, and I call it conservative, and
Yeah.
I enjoy it. In Ukraine, we also have it, but not in a big scale like you have. And I can say it's a thing. It's a thing which I really like from great people, which I meet there.
Well, your history is sort of and language is somewhat since the full-scale invasion has now taken a more of an interest for people now because it's rejuvenated a lot of interest in Ukraine. You know, I think when I first came in 2018, many people would say, "Oh, Kiev, isn't that in Russia?" And I'd say, "No, you know, no, it's not." But now I think everybody knows where. Yeah, I think everybody knows where Kiev is nowadays. So I'm gonna sort of wrap up. I'm gonna, as a woman in the Navy, well, we covered that actually, so we won't go to that. Looking ahead, what's your role or mission do you dream of taking with the Ukrainian? Oh, we covered that as well, actually. I'm just covering some bits and pieces. Hold on a minute. Let me go back. We've covered that too. I've got off the track a bit because I enjoyed talking to you. So we've got off a bit of a tangent here for a bit. Um, okay, so we're going to look at finally wrapping up. I don't want to take up too much of your time. What message would you give to younger Ukrainians, especially girls who want to serve but doubt themselves and their confidence?
So I would like to say to them that they are able to do absolutely everything they want to if they have a temperament. And we can build it. We can build it brick by brick, step by step. Temperament is a thing which we can get from uh, our experience. So it's something in your mind. If you don't have temperament, you won't go through. But if you will work on it, you will go through everything you want. You will achieve everything you want. And when I had really bad days in Great Britain and really poor weather, you know,
Don't get started on that. Those who get started on the weather.
yeah, we really didn't want to have to go for log run.
Oh yeah, log run. Ooh.
And every time I say to myself, you have temperament and you can go through. Your body has limits, but your mind doesn't. Keep your
Yeah, absolutely.
mind and you will go through. And the only things I would like to say them, you can do absolutely everything. Doesn't matter which gender you are. Just keep your temperament in your mind and remember who you are. You can do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Well said. You've got to keep that focus. You've got to keep that mindset. Certainly, in the military, you have to have that. You know, you could lose anything you do. You lose, first of all, in your head. And then if you've lost it in your head before you even start, you're never going to accomplish anything. So you have to keep pushing through.
Yes.
Sorry, I lost you then.
And that's probably all things which I wanted to say about this question. And during the training, I will add one thing. During the training, I understood that it doesn't matter what nature gives you, because you're a woman. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter that you are a bit. You are not powerful enough. It doesn't matter. You are
Mm.
powerful enough if you
Mm.
have temperament. It's like that. And could I ask you a question back?
Of course you can. Go for it.
You mentioned that you were captured. How long you've been there?
I was literally, I came to Ukraine in 2018. I married my wife in Mariupol. She was a deminer on the front line. And then I lived in Mariupol for, I think, probably about 4 years before the full-scale invasion. But by then I was a Marine, and went through Starship Matros, Master Sergeant, and then worked my way up to section commander. And then when the invasion hit, I was captured in Mariupol around April, and then I was in captivity for several months. So that's why I'm interested. I was interested in. No, don't interview me. Mine's well. my my story's out there. It's out there. So, but I'm interested in other people's stories, now, and that's sort of what gets them through the hard times, and a lot of you're sort of reverse to me. I was struggling through those things here,
Yeah.
learning language and trying to fiddle my way through parachute training, and you're sort of saying the same things, but you're going through this English Naval Academy, which is I think far harder.
Yeah.
So I really thank you for sharing your experience with us. You were talking about you were raising money for your first lieutenant's fill me in. Help me.
Mm, see?
You wanted to talk about something. You let me get the raising money for your project.
Yeah. We wanted if we are able to like send this money, so we will send it to our organization, VCOR, which we
Yeah.
work. So, and we will be able to spend this money for people who are working on us, who are creating content, and we will give them some laptops if we will have enough. Like, yeah, we have a fund where we like keep our money. So, and we spend there for buying some projects, for buying some programs, for buying some redactors, just for paying for our work, for our job.
And that's so supports your officer training that you do. It gives you lots of support for the
Yeah,
training you do. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
For example, this organization can help me to get more information for being a better educated officer, because we share information between different training university, between different colleges. For example, air officer, marine
mm,
sorry, marine college, marine university, air university, air college, naval, yes, naval institute or naval
yeah.
college, and different types of them. I mean, just share information between each other. We work and we need platforms for job, for working, and we pay for this as well, our monies. And we Ukrainian cadets, we are not very well paid. So,
Mm,
and we usually use fund money.
mm.
And it's
Well,
going,
we'll put it into the program notes as well, so people can see what it's all about and can try and support you as best we can, because that's what we try and do. We try and get people out there so they can see what people on the ground are doing and why they're going and why they're motivated to join the military and unfairly, fight for their sovereignty and rights, which you explained very, very well. So thank you for joining us. And I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
thank you very much as well. I will do everything depends on me and to become very influenced officer for push Russia away from our seas and from Mariupol as well.
Thank you very much. Stay on there. Stay on, and I will chat with you after. Thank you very much for coming on.